Hi, and welcome to Ivy English. I'm Angela.
And I'm Wesley.
Today is the 20th of August. We're on page 55 of the magazine, and today we're talking about the simple salad.
好，今天我们的标题是沙拉简单不简单？这个英文标题很简单，就是很简单的沙拉啊，但是中文在玩文字游戏啊，这沙拉简单，但其实不简单，所以沙拉简单不简单啊，或者是沙拉到底是简单还是不简单呢
The English is much simpler than the Chinese.
It is. Yeah, the Chinese is playing on word.
Well, the English is actually using alliteration.
Oh, yeah.
The simple salad.
Yeah, 所以英文都是嘶的声音啊，所以也有点押头韵的感觉。
Yeah, every language wants to play with their own things in titles.
Yeah. 所以中文玩中文的，英文玩英文的。Yeah.
But it's also not that simple to say what the Chinese said in English. It would take longer to say it in English, and it'd be less, like, pithy.
Yeah, 好，那这个中文我们讲沙拉简单不简单，你要把它翻成英文其实不容易啊，因为这中文英文的结构不一样啊，中文这个声音都是一个一个音节，所以简单不简单就有很好的声音的效果啊，英文不太容易达到这个效果。
Yeah, we don't have that construction.
Yeah.
Basically. But getting back to salads, let's read the article.Dubbed rabbit food by those that aren't fans, the garden salad is a popular offering at lots of restaurants. This green leafy dish has a long history and has evolved over the years, so there is no shortage of variety when you want a crisp salad, either as a side or for your meal. The salad, defined here as a mix of uncooked vegetables, isn't anything new.Ancient Greeks, Romans, and Persians were in the habit of eating mixed greens, often before meals, to improve digestion, or after dinner as a sedative or sleep aid. According to the Oxford Dictionary of Food and Nutrition, the word salad comes from the Latin word sal, which is salt, as lettuce was often served with a salty oil dressing. Salads have gotten a bit more complicated than just lightly dressed leaves.One of the most common variations is the Caesar salad, whose creation is credited to restaurateur Caesar Cardini. According to legend, it was first served at Cardini's restaurant Caesar's in Tijuana, Mexico, when the kitchen was low on supplies. Waiters mixed up a dressing of lemon juice, olive oil, egg, Worcestershire sauce, anchovies, Dijon mustard, and black pepper tableside,and served it over romaine lettuce and croutons. Not all salads have lettuce, though. The caprese salad, a staple at any Italian restaurant, is made with just mozzarella, tomatoes, and basil leaves, dressed with salt and olive oil. Similarly, a Greek salad should also be free of any type of lettuce, according to purists.Traditional recipes call for chunks of tomatoes, cucumbers, onion, feta cheese, and olives, seasoned with salt and oregano, and dressed with olive oil. If you're looking for more carbs, panzanella is a Tuscan tomato and bread salad that was traditionally a way to use up stale bread that would be softened by the dressing.Actually, traditionally in Britain, salads were just cold vegetables with some sort of oil dressing poured on top of them. So it's like a modern idea that salads should always include lettuce.
所以这个 lettuce 啊，这个生菜哈，它其实不是这个我们讲的这种生菜沙拉里面，我们讲沙拉哈，其实不一定绝对一定要有 lettuce 啊。这个 Angela 刚刚讲说，以前在英国呢，他们所谓的沙拉就是各种蔬菜啊，那加点油就这样生吃，这就是沙拉了啊。所以这个不一定会有 lettuce。The
interesting thing is we think of salads as a kind of modern food, and we think of it as having come about because refrigeration became a worldwide thing. But actually, I've been delving into British food history recently for reasons, and I discovered that in Tudor times, salads were a very common dish. It was like they had roast meats and they had salads.
好，所以这个我们很多人会以为说沙拉是因为有冰冻的技术啊，才会有这个东西，因为这个有的时候蔬菜凉凉的很好吃啊。但是其实这个 Angela 老师说，他这个最近读到一些相关的一些这个文章哈，其实在英国的都铎王朝时期呢，其实他们那个时候沙拉就非常普遍了，就是他们直接吃那个生菜啊，没有煮过的菜。
Because it's easy and it comes straight from your garden and also super delicious.
因为很容易直接从花园摘来就可以吃的，而且很好吃。
So, let's start our article. Dubbed rabbit food by those that aren't fans. Dubbed means called.
Nicknamed.
Very good. Nicknamed rabbit food by those that aren't fans. Basically, anybody who wants to denigrate or make fun of a salad, they will be like, ugh, that's rabbit food. Like, rabbit food is not real food. Rabbits live on it. But that's their point. Rabbits are weak, fluffy animals that don't eat real manly foods. I've only ever heard men call salad rabbit food, by the way. And mostly ever heard British men call it rabbit food. So, okay. Anyways, the garden salad is a popular offering at lots of restaurants. It's like one of the most common things you will see in a restaurant.
好，所以一开始呢，他这讲 dubbed 啊 ，dubbed 一般我们说 nicknamed， 但在这里呢，其实是被 called， 因为他们这不是很喜欢他给他取个昵称，不是，而是看不起，觉得东西没什么好吃，就称它为 rabbit food， 兔子食物啊。所以这是一个方法，这是用来怎么样？这个刚刚 Angela 老师用到一个字，他讲得很快哈，各位不见得有听到，不过他用的一个字 denigrate 啊 ，denigrate D-E-N-I-G-R-A-T-E 啊 D-E-N-I-G-R-A-T-E 啊，这个就是贬义的意思哈 belittle 的意思啊，所以这个看不起沙拉的人就会这样称它为 rabbit food 啊。那 Angela 老师也提到说，他其实只听过男人这样子称呼，而且这个只听过这个英国的男性啊这样子称沙拉，他就有点看不起沙拉这种感觉啊。所以沙拉被称为这个rabbit food by those that aren't fans 啊，这里也讲得很清楚，那些不是粉丝的人，就是不是很喜欢沙拉的人，称它为兔子食物啊。然后前面这个 dubbed 这个是个分词构句嘛，所以它真正的主词在后面 the garden salad 啊，就是这个田园沙拉，它被别人称为被不喜欢它的人称为兔子食物，但是田园沙拉 is a popular offering， 它是一个很受欢迎的 offering， 就是所提供的菜色啊 at lots of restaurants， 很多的餐厅里面都有提供这样的一个菜色，而且大家都很受欢迎。
This green leafy dish has a long history and has evolved over the years. So there's no shortage of variety when you want a crisp salad, either as a side or for your meal. So calling it a green leafy dish references that nowadays it usually has lettuce in it. And it has a long history, it really does. And has evolved, has changed over the years, and has become different over the years. So there is no shortage of variety. There's many, many different kinds of salad when you want to eat one.
好，所以这个 this green 这个绿色的 leafy 哈 leafy 就是这个沙拉很多叶子嘛哈，这个蔬菜也很多叶子哈。那这样的一道菜呢 has a long history 哈，有一个很长的历史。那 has evolved 它演化演变哈 over the years， 而且呢它多年来 over the years 是多年来或这些年来啊，它已经有很多的演化或者演进演变了。好，所以呢 there's no shortage of variety 啊，英文这种修辞方法很有趣，就是这个它的 variety 不少，也就是说其实 variety 非常多啊，它的变化不会少，也就是说通常它会有无穷的变化啊 there's no shortage of variety， 所以这个不只是说它不少变化而已，它其实是很多变化的意思啊 there's no shortage of。 好，所以它有很多很多的变化跟选择啊 variety。 When you want to， 当你要一个crisp 就是很清脆的，那通常清脆就是新鲜的哈，所以鲜脆的清脆的沙拉啊。
Let's just quick talk crisp. Crisp and crispy. Crisp implies fresh, and crispy implies more of the sound. So we would talk about crispy crackers, but we'd talk about crisp vegetables.
哦，所以呢，这个 crisp 这个字呢，它暗示的是新鲜的，它跟 fresh 有关，所以我们常常跟它再搭配的字就像这个蔬菜哈 crisp vegetables。 但是另外一个是 crispy 啊 crispy 它是指那个通常跟声音有关，就是很脆清脆的声音，所以这个通常会跟饼干在一起联想啊。好，所以呢这个我们如果想要吃一个鲜脆的沙拉的话啊，那这个 either as a side 就是怎么样，在这里就是副餐啊，就是当个副餐啊的这个前菜等等的，或者是 for your meal 啊，或者是你就把它当正餐，有的人正餐别的不吃就吃沙拉。
So the salad, the concept of salad, that's what we mean when we say the salad. When we talk about a concept, we can either talk about the word, we can use the word in its plural form, so we can say salads. But if you want to say the salad, you're pointing to the concept of the salad as an archetype, not just talking about all salads in general. So the salad, the concept of salad, defined here as a mix of uncooked vegetables, isn't anything new. It's not a modern invention.
好，所以 the salad 指的是 the concept 就沙拉这种东西这种感觉那 defined here 在这里定义为 mix of 它是混合的什么东西呢 uncooked vegetables 没有经过没有煮过的未经烹煮的蔬菜那 the salad 这样的一个概念呢 isn't anything new 也就是这种东西它可不是什么新鲜的东西也就是它是有历史的
Ancient Greeks, Romans, and Persians were in the habit of eating mixed greens. So people 2,000 years ago they were in the habit of, maybe not constantly, maybe not every day, but they often ate mixed greens. Often before meals to improve digestion, they felt it made them eat or digest their food better. Or after dinner as a sedative or sleep aid. And that's interesting because that depends on the choice of green. If you're eating a green that will make you feel sleepy, you're definitely going to eat that after your dinner.
好，所以呢，这个我们可以看到，他说这个古希腊人还有罗马人，还有这个波斯人Persians 他们呢 were in the habit of to be in the habit of 就是他们有这样的一个习惯他们有什么习惯呢？他们会吃 mixed 就是经过混合的Greens 在这里其实指的就是叶菜类它通常是加 s 的那 often 通常他们什么时候吃呢 before meals 是饭前吃目的是要 improve digestion 用来促进消化改善他们的消化或者是他们会 after dinner 饭后吃那饭后吃呢它就当做一个这个镇定剂就让它能够 relax 的东西或者是当做一个 sleeping aid 当做帮助睡眠的东西。
According to the Oxford Dictionary of Food and Nutrition, which is a book I definitely have to go look up, the word salad comes from the Latin word sal or sal, which means, imagine it that, salt. It's where the English word salt comes from. So, and the reason why the word salad comes from the word sal is because lettuce or vegetables were often served with a salty oil dressing. So it sort of seemed natural to call it a salad.
所以根据这个 The Oxford Dictionary of Food and Nutrition 那根据这本字典呢，其实这个资料很多地方也都查得到了就是 salad 这个字呢是来自于拉丁文的这个 sal 这个字，那 sal 就是 salt 盐的意思。那 as 为什么呢？为什么沙拉从盐这个字来呢？因为 lettuce 生菜was often served with 常常这个端上来给你吃的时候呢，也就是他们通常怎么样料理呢？它会 served with a salty咸咸的 oil dressing 就是这个油的这个沙拉酱。
Salads have gotten a bit more complicated than just lightly dressed leaves. One of the most common variations is the Caesar salad, whose creation is credited to restaurateur Caesar Cardini. Wow, his name is difficult because you see CA and you want to pronounce it K. So the first one is and the second one is K, but they're both CA.
Yeah, 是凯撒的Caesar。好，那我们可以看到这句，他说这个沙拉呢 have gotten a bit more complicated， 它已经变得比较稍微复杂一点了。比什么比起来比较复杂呢 ？Than just lightly dressed leaves 它不是说只是稍微 lightly dressed 就加上酱料的一些这个叶菜树叶这个叶子，所以沙拉不是说随便拿一些叶子来加点酱料就可以叫沙拉了，现在已经变得比较 complicated 了。好，那 one of the most common variations 最常见的一个变化就是所谓的凯撒沙拉 whose creation 它的这个创造，就凯撒沙拉怎么来的呢？它是 is credited to 就是被归功于被认为是谁创造出来的呢？是这个restaurateur 这个是很难念
It's a dumb word, don't use it.
Yeah 这个字这个
Call him a restaurant owner.
Yeah 他其实就是这个 manager 或者 owner of a restaurant 所以是他所这个创造出来的。
According to legend, according to the story, it was first served at Cardini's restaurant, which was conveniently named Caesar's, in Tijuana, Mexico, and it was served when the kitchen was low on supplies. My mom used to joke about this. She was like, some of the most interesting foods have basically been developed by some mother in her kitchen going, crap, I only have these 3 things. Well, let's see what this will make. And it turns into something amazing.
Yeah, 我听过这个fried rice 好像也是这样来的。
She calls it the grandmother theory, the Jewish grandmother theory.
所以这个Angela 妈妈这个以前开玩笑说，其实很多时候很多家常菜都是因为家里面没什么东西吃了，或者是这里这个菜剩点，那个菜剩一点那妈妈就想我通通弄在一起了。所以其实这个很多中国料理也是这样来的我好像小时候听过说炒饭好像就这样来的。Yeah, fried rice 你这个家里有一些剩饭，然后有一些剩菜，然后妈妈想就我打个蛋炒在一起就变炒饭了
And it was so good.
它就很好吃所以呢，这个地方我们可以看到说这个according to legend 各位记得这个说法 according to legend 没有任何的冠词所以根据这个传说呢 it was first served 第一次它被供应第一次做出来是在这个Cardini 它的这个餐厅就叫 Caesar's 那这是在Tijuana Mexico 这个地方。那为什么会做出来呢？因为 the kitchen 厨房呢 was low on supplies to be low on supplies 就是他们的这个备料不足已经这个很多东西没有了那他们想怎么办呢那就好我们现有什么想办法弄一个菜出来吧。
And if you look at the ingredients, they do look like the sort of thing you just sort of have at the back of your refrigerator. So what did they do? Waiters mixed up a dressing of lemon juice, olive oil, egg, Worcestershire sauce, anchovies, Dijon mustard, and black pepper tableside, and served it over romaine lettuce and croutons. What is black pepper tableside? What the heck is that? This is the sort of thing that I find confuses ESL learners. This tableside goes back up to mixed up. So waiters mixed up a dressing tableside. Next to the table right there in front of the customers, they'd mix up the dressing. And the dressing had in it all of these ingredients. But the way the thing is that the list of ingredients is so long is that you've kind of forgotten that it's waiters mixing up the dressing, and suddenly you've got black pepper tableside, and there's no way to put a comma between it, although I think you could, and it would make it clearer, although it does mess up the flow of the sentence a little bit. Anyways, that tableside goes with mixes up. And then we have all these ingredients, and I just want to say Worcestershire gets squished up into 3 syllables. Worcestershire.
Okay.
Over to you.
OK 好，所以我们可以看到这个地方呢，这个句子我们要注意一下它的结构它简单的说它的结构就是 waiters mixed up 他们混合或者拌在一起，然后底下一长串的东西就是他所拌的东西他用来拌在一起的东西，然后到最后才有一个 table side 所以 mixed up these things table side 所以 table side 在这里也是副词，表示在桌边他在桌边把这些东西就当场拌一拌的意思好，所以我们看到他拌什么东西呢他拌出一个 a dressing 一个沙拉酱，这个沙拉酱内含什么呢这个lemon juice 柠檬汁，然后呢这个olive oil 这个橄榄油，然后 egg 鸡蛋那 Worcestershire 那这个刚刚 Angela 讲过，这个现在他们美国人念这个字是把它念3个音节而已。
Don't blame it on us. This is what the British do. They have too many letters and then they don't pronounce any of them.
OK 所以英国人也这样做所以呢其实这个英国很多地名这个念法听说要问当地的人才知道了不过 anyway 这个就是 Worcestershire 那 sauce 这个叫伍斯特酱然后呢还有这个提鱼然后呢还有这个什么地溶芥末其实我不太知道这是什么东西不过反正就是这个好吃的东西啦
Dijon mustard is the best mustard.
Oh, okay.
Better than all other mustards.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
You have to.
OK 啊，然后呢，还有 black pepper， 还有这个黑胡椒啊，那把这东西混在一起，然后呢 ，and served it， 然后就拿出来啊，给你吃啊。over 就是把这东西把这个酱放在什么上面呢？放在这个罗曼生菜啊，还有这个油炸面包啊，这个 crouton 就是油炸面包啊，所以我想大家吃过凯撒沙拉，大家都知道这些东西啊，所以凯撒沙拉是这样来的。
Not all salads have lettuce, though. Not all is a great way of saying, hey, some people are different or some things are different.
所以不是所有的沙拉都有生菜哦啊，这个 though 是不过不过并不是所有的沙拉都有生菜，所以底下他会告诉我们一串的沙拉都是没有生菜的。
So the caprese salad, which is honestly one of the best salads in the world, it's a staple at any Italian restaurant. And by a staple, we mean that nearly every Italian restaurant will have it. It is such a common dish. If something is a staple, it means that people don't feel like they've eaten without it. Like bread is a staple, rice is a staple. Of course, caprese salad isn't literally a staple like bread or rice, that common. But what they mean by saying it's a staple at any Italian restaurant means that nearly every Italian restaurant will have some version of this salad. It's just such a common, basic salad to Italian cuisine. And what is it? It's made with mozzarella cheese, tomatoes, and basil leaves. They're literally sliced and sort of stacked in a circle. And then you throw on salt and olive oil. So simple and yet so amazing.
好，我们可以看到这个，例如说这个卡布里沙拉啊，那它是怎么样 ？A staple 本来是主食的意思啊，就是你如果没吃就觉得没吃饱的东西，但在这里呢，就是表示它是主要的菜色，好，是常见的菜色，就是只要是意大利餐厅一定有的意思啊。A staple at any Italian restaurant。那这东西怎么做呢？它是只不过就是用这个mozzarella 这个起司啊，还有这个番茄，还有 basil 罗勒叶，然后呢这个basil leaves 啊罗勒叶，然后呢上面加了这个沙拉酱是盐啊，还有这个橄榄油。
Similarly, a Greek type salad should also be free of, should not include any type of lettuce, according to purists. So purists are people who think things should be in their original form.Yeah,
purist 就是纯粹主义者，他不允许任何的这个杂质啊，不能受到任何的污染啊等等的啊，就是 idea 也可能是非常 purist， 好像语言常常讲到 purist， 就是完完全全一点这个错误的空间都不能有，或者是一点争议的空间都不能有的啊。好，那我们看到 similarly 类似的一个希腊的沙拉，它绝对必须要是不是绝对，它必须要是 free of， 就是没有。Any type of lettuce， 它任何种类的生菜都不应该有，那是这是根据这个 purist 所说的。换句话说，你如果加了一点，有的希腊人可能讲有加到生菜没关系，还是沙拉。但是 purist 就说不行，你只要加了 lettuce 就不是希腊的沙拉。
So a traditional recipe for Greek salad calls for...It doesn't ask for it. It says it must be in it. It calls for chunks of tomatoes, cucumbers, onion, feta cheese, which is that crumbly Greek delicious cheese, and olives. And the only thing it should be seasoned with, the only sauce or whatever that should be put on top of it should be salt and oregano and olive oil.
好，那这个地方呢，我们可以看到，传统的 recipes 那个菜单啊，或者它的料理的方式呢，它传统的食谱啦啊 ，call for 就是 require 或者 demand。换句话说，你要做一个传统的希腊沙拉，就一定要有什么呢 ？chunks of tomatoes 一块这个番茄切丁啊，然后呢 cucumbers 要有小黄瓜，然后有 onion 要有洋葱，然后有费达起司，然后呢还有这个橄榄啊，那 seasoned with 就是用什么来调味的意思。
I want to say that the chunks of not only addresses tomatoes, but it also addresses the cucumbers, onions, and feta cheese. They all should be cut into chunks.
Oh, that's true. 啊，这个地方呢 ，chunks of 它其实是切块，不只是切这个番茄啊，小黄瓜也要切块啊，那个费达起司也是要切块啊，那个 olives maybe 也要把它切一切。
Probably you cut them in half.Yeah,
可能是切一半。
They're already pretty small.
Yeah, 所以这些 details that's why I don't cook. I only eat. Well, anyway.
If you don't cook, how do you eat?
Well,
You get other people to cook for you.
exactly.
I get it.
Yeah. 所以 seasoned with 就是用什么来调味啊？用盐来调味，还有呢，用奥勒冈叶来调味。然后呢 ，dressed with 淋上浇上 olive oil 橄榄油。
Now, if you're looking for a little more carbs in your salad, and sometimes you just want those beautiful carbs, panzanella is a Tuscan tomato and bread salad that was traditionally a way to use up stale bread that would be softened by the dressing. So much of European cooking is informed by, we have bread, but it's not delicious anymore. What do we do with it? And here's the Tuscan solution to the problem.Yeah,
好，所以很多食物，这个欧洲很多料理其实就是你有面包，可是面包已经不新鲜了走味了，或者甚至硬掉了，那怎么办他就会想出一些办法来所以这地方最后一句他说，如果你要找的是你希望能够有更多的 carbs 是碳水化合物的话，那这个 panzanella 它是一个这个 Tuscan 就是托斯卡尼的一种番茄跟面包的沙拉。那它是一个传统的方法，可以用来 use up 用掉一些 stale bread 一些这个不新鲜的走味的硬面包。那但是因为它是硬面包，那因为你有加这个一些东西进去所以呢可以这个硬面包就被 softened 被这个软化了by the dressing 被这个加上去的这个淋上去的酱把它软化了，就变得比较好吃。
Okay, we have 4 questions for you here. Number 1 is, which of the following is true about salad, according to the passage?
根据本文下列关于沙拉的叙述何者正确？
The answer is D. Salads were thought to be and are still thought to be good for digestion.
答案是 D. 沙拉被认为有助消化。
Number 2, what do you not learn about the Caesar salad from the passage?
你没有从本文了解到哪一项关于凯撒沙拉的事情呢？
The answer is C. We don't find out when the salad was first served.
答案是 C. 这种沙拉最初是什么时候供应的？
And number 3, what does a staple most likely mean in the last paragraph?
第三题，最后一段的这个 a staple 最有可能的意思是什么呢？
The answer is B. A common dish on a menu.
答案是 B. 菜单上常见的一种菜或者一道菜。
And number 4, Tom has a garden with tomatoes and basil, and he has some mozzarella in the fridge. What salad will he most likely make tonight?
好，那汤姆的菜园里面呢有番茄有罗勒，那冰箱里面有一些莫扎瑞拉起司，那今天晚上他最可能会做哪一种沙拉呢？
The answer is C, caprese salad, and he will have a good time.
好，答案是 C 卡布里沙拉。
That's it for today. Please join us again next time for more